So your limbic system, your brain, it communicates to the rest of your body through a set of chemical messengers.
It's become so commonplace to have shootings in schools. Is the trauma of training for a school shooter worth it? Eating pus and mucus, McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's, and then on top of that, you're going through this type of trauma, and we wonder why there's so much insanity. Let's get together all of those shooters, take the pus and the mucus out of the equation, get that out of their diet. Let's see if we would still need to have active shooter drills in school.
And I have a couple of slides here that I'd like to share, and the first part of them is just going to be terms, like sharing terms, so that we're all on the same page when we might make reference to some terms. And of course, for you guys that are looking at videos on YouTube or whatnot, it's just go over some terminology so we're all on the same page. So that being said, all right, so effects of food on behavior. And if we're talking about how food affects behavior, then what you're going to usually find in conventional information circles on this subject, you're going to find that they're going to connect this to the limbic system. Okay, it's the reward center of the brain, and this limbic system, it controls our emotional responses to our perceptions and responses to the environment. All right, so when we're talking about how you encode and how you perceive things, right? Your emotional center, your limbic system, it's going to put its emotional signature on that. It's going to give that a particular emotional imprint, right? So anyway, long story short, that's the emotional center, your limbic system, and that controls what emotions you put on perceptions. Our brain and central nervous system responds to stimuli from the outside world through an array of chemical messengers that communicate information through the body. All right. So think of nothing else but a male service worker, right? When I say chemical messengers, that's what I'm talking about. So in dealing with behavior changes and responses to food, we're concerned with those messengers that are released when we do or perceive something that is advantageous to survival. So in the realm of talking about how food affects your behavior, we're generally going to be focused on those stimuli from your environment that are advantageous to your survival. So whenever you see something or come across something in your environment that's advantageous to survival, it is the set of chemical messengers, right, in that instance that we're concerned with. Okay, so your limbic system, your brain, right, it communicates to the rest of your body through a set of chemical messengers, which are just like male service workers. Those chemical messengers are called neurotransmitters. So what's a neurotransmitter? A neurotransmitter is simply a chemical messenger acting much like any mail delivery service worker that carries signals, information, and instructions between neurons, okay, and target cells throughout the body. Those target cells can be in glands, they can be in muscles or other neurons. Okay, so that's what a neurotransmitter is. It's basically just a chemical messenger that is created by the cells, your neuron cells, the nerve cells, and that information is propagated amongst other nerve cells and other tissues in the body. Okay. There are two types of neurotransmitters. Actually, there are more, but for our purposes right now, just two of them are going to be important for you to know if you're interested in this subject. So you have excitatory neurotransmitters and inhibitory ones. I don't want to spend much time on this, guys. Basically, the two of them, excitatory neurotransmitters, what they do is they ramp up. They give instructions to the cell that they're communicating with to fire off and reproduce the message, to continue firing off the message. So if my message is go, 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 then I'm going to send that message, and when it's picked up, the target cell will get the message of go, 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 and continue to propagate it, right? So that's what an excitatory neurotransmitter does. It's a chemical messenger that gives the instruction of heightened activity, heightened stimulation, go, 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 keep perpetuating this signal. An inhibitory neurotransmitter, on the other hand, has the exact opposite effect. It has a calming influence, okay? So One nerve cell sends an inhibitory neurotransmitter to the next cell. Then the next cell will go, oh, and it'll relax and say, okay, I can stop sending the message now. Then that's the effect. Okay, 2 types of neurotransmitters: excitatory and inhibitory. All right. I'm not going to spend time on this. This is just a quick graph of the different types of neurotransmitters, and you can see some of these things that you're probably familiar hearing in the nutrition world, in nutrition literature. Acetylcholine, histamine, dopamine. These are all excitatory neurotransmitters. Dopamine has many roles. You see it appear more than once. And then inhibitory neurotransmitters: serotonin, dopamine again, GABA, and then these other ones we're not even going to worry about for today. Oh my God.
So if you're new here, I'm Professor Spira. I practice something called the Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret. I've done so for over 22 years, and I've helped thousands and thousands of other people. Ever had any questions that you wanted to ask me personally? Then I want you to join the Mucus-free Life membership. When you do, you're gonna get direct access to me. I do 2 coaching calls per month. You bring your questions in, and we're gonna go through everything. We have 2 accountability calls per month. We have our own social media platform called Mucus-free Social. You also get access to the menu and recipe library. We also have exclusive training sessions, workshops with me, all kinds of fun stuff planned for the membership. My opinion is reading the book alone is not enough. So many people have read the book, but they didn't have the structure, support, and accountability to keep them on track, to decode certain things that were still confusing. That's what the membership is all about. You're going to have access to a community of people that actually care about your success. There's nothing else out there that's like this, because there's nothing like the Mucusless Diet Healing System. This is one of one. You want to get the benefits out of it, then you're going to want to join the Mucus-free Life membership. Click the link right now. See you in there. I can just mute you and then just sort of.
Yeah.
For a second.
Okay. Maybe mute you just for a second, and then I'll give you a try.
Just let me know. Yeah, when you're back.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So, all right. So we are, welcome to, welcome to the positive mucus world. Man, yeah, that's an interesting one, but you got to analyze stuff like that. So really think, because what comes to my mind, which really to this day really blows me away, is it's become so commonplace to have shootings in schools where you have young defenseless children, and it has become so much of a thing that there are school shooting drills that I can't wrap my head around that, because what are they called? Active shooter drills. And anybody in the chat, if you grew up with these, like say something, explain to me what that felt like to you as a child to be dealing with something like this. Active shooter drills. Well, I'm gonna find some good pictures of this. So what's your thoughts on this? What kind of behavior has produced this? Say the trauma of training for a school is the trauma of training for a school shooter worth it? This kind of stuff starts making me feel old, because I'm like, I grew up in a whole different reality. Like now I'm starting to sound like the elders before me, where they're like, oh, it was totally different when we grew up. It was totally different when I was coming up in the 90s. This just, no. We had fire drills, and everybody looked forward to it because it was an opportunity to go outside and not have to do whatever we were doing in class. And now somehow they've normalized this. Like we said, let's get together all of those shooters, take the pus and the mucus out of the equation, get that out of their diet, and let's see if we would still need to have active shooter drills in school. Let's see, Reese, yeah, he's young, the young bucks. During the drills, I always thought to myself, if it was real, I'd throw a chair to break the window and run the hell away. Yeah, like that's what they should teach. It's like, it wasn't until the shooting in Colorado, that was one of the first. And so I remember when that hit. And then you going to school, and you would be thinking about that, like, okay, exits and what you would do if somebody came in and they had a gun. Like you put little plans together in your head and stuff, but it wasn't nothing like this. This is just, just absurd. And let's see, was Eli back? But yeah, this is, I mean, this, you can't, you're not gonna be like, you're just not gonna be a healthy person, like on top of you. So you're eating pus and mucus, McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's, and then on top of that, you're going through this type of trauma, and then we wonder why there's so much insanity. Man, these little kids, like, and then, we always talk about, so many of us in the mucus-free community do not send our children to public schools or private schools or any of that kind of stuff. And, we're in the process of creating our own schools. But in the meantime, you got the homeschooling process and all that kind of stuff. So Lisa asked, can you explain why pus and mucus and meat and dairy creates this level of hostility? Is it the hormones? Is it the constipation? Is it because it's not our biological food? Yeah, so we're going to get into that. That was part of what Eli is going to get into there. But I mean, you're definitely on it. So I come out of the Arnold Ehret analysis. So constipation is the foundation of human illness. So a lot of people get wrapped up in the cancers and the different, sort of the things that are so visceral that you see, or you're blowing your nose all the time, or you have different, just different ailments like that. But the mental illness that also emerges from the poor eating habits, and that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, where it's, when you try to come at it from this academic standpoint, there's a lot of deficiencies because of the way that they structure how you're supposed to do academic studies and what you're allowed to say. And then if you start being a little too progressive and too controversial with your studies, then they actually go after you, just like they go after the YouTube, YouTube people. If you're too influential and you're saying things that are too dangerous, they go after academics and shut them down, and all of a sudden they no longer have a job, or they're not getting published anymore. And so the breaking it down from that angle, that scientific analysis, there's people that are doing some of that work and that analysis, but it's hard to get that message out. But definitely, because it's systemic. So you get the constipation, as throw off your hormones, it starts throwing everything off. But then when you really start to see the nature of what a constipated person is capable of, and actually can feel. There's people that feel good hurting other people. They feel good dominating another person or having control over another person. And what we see when you change what the person is eating fundamentally changes that element. They no longer feel good hurting other people. They no longer, that doesn't feel good anymore. That's no longer exciting to dominate other people, to dominate animals. That bloodlust, it leaves as you clean yourself out. And it's because we're not supposed to be like that. We're not supposed to have that type of bloodlust. We're not carnivores. We're not, people always like to compare, then you go, yeah. Oh, you still, Eli's back or still beeping? Oh, the sprinkler system that seems to have triggered. The fire department is, oh man. Yeah, they see, that's all it is. So yeah, we're going to get deeper into the details of that and get into the mechanics, where we start to break it down. You can get into the mechanics and the neurochemistry and all that good stuff to really break it down. But I like to keep it simple in terms of my explanations. And it's just like, if you look at constipation as the foundation, and where's that constipation come from? Uneliminated, undigested food substance, most of which were never intended for the human body. So it builds up, and over time builds up more and more and more. And, it results in a significantly degenerate species. The human species, we are not, people, they have this idea of humans being so advanced and everything is so like, oh, we're progressive and enlightened beings and all this kind of stuff. And that's not the case. I mean, we are on our way down into lower forms of animals, the animal kingdom. We're eating ourselves down into these pathetic beings that it's the reason that, don't let scientific innovation or technological innovation, I should say, don't let that fool you, because necessity is the mother of invention. So anything that we create, it's fair to say that you go back far enough, humans could do that. All right, Eli is back. Sort of.
Your attention, this is Toronto Fire. Your attention, this is Toronto Fire. We're investigating an activation of an alarm in the basement, P2. Please stay in your units. If you need assistance, call 911. If you need assistance, call 911. We will update you.
I mean, cool. Is it really that serious? Is it like, where you have to be your grown men and women in an apartment? Like, I've never heard of that. Stay in your apartment?
Stay in your apartment. Yeah, I don't, there's no fire or anything. It's just the sprinkler system, I don't know, for some reason got triggered or something like that. And I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
It's like I say, pus happens. That's what we need to create is a car bumper stickers that say pus happens.
Yeah, no kidding.
I want you to look right here. Here's another great video specifically for you. So click right here and I will see you over there. Peace, love, and breath.